a shuffled deck, a freely selected card, and what is possibly the most random card discovery in the world. This is ingenious. This is CoachTrick. Welcome to another incredible tutorial. Today's effect will go straight into your repertoire. Not only will it leave your audience baffled, it's also super simple to perform. It contains no difficult moves or sleights and is suitable for magicians of all skill levels. As ever, join us to the end as we explore how learning magic can turn your effort into mastery and unlock wider success. Okay, let's jump into it. Grab a deck and let's go. Okay, so as ever, let's kickstart then by taking a look at the effect itself. Now this is going to be a demonstration of possibly the most random card discovery in the world, where everything literally happens by random. Let me show you. We're going to start by shuffling the deck because, well, what's more random than that? So just hand the cards to the spectator. They can shuffle the cards as much as they like. To show that they really are mixed, you can just spread the cards quickly on the table like so, and they'll be able to see they're all mixed just there. Now you're going to ask the spectator to make some random cuts to the deck. So you're just going to ask them to cut about 2/3 off just to start with, like so, and then to cut this pile into another half just like so. And it really is a free choice. They really are random cuts. At this point, you're going to turn away so you can't see anything that's going on. And you're going to invite the spectator who's sitting opposite just to hold out their hands and then to lower their hands so that each hand covers a pile. And again, it's a totally free choice. So let's say they lower their hands here over these two piles. Ask the spectator to take the pile underneath their left hand. So they're sitting opposite. So that would be this pile just here. To take those cards and to give them a shuffle, again, making things as random as possible. And then to take the top card from that pile and to remember that as their selected card. So we can see here, it's the 10 of spades, and then to place that card back on top of its pile. At this point, you can turn back around. And it's important to know that you don't know what pile has been selected or what card has been selected. It's totally random. But to make things even more random, you're now just going to move some cards around a bit. So let's say we'll take a card from over here and place it there, and maybe a card from over here and another card from over here. And now you're going to reconstruct the pile. So let's place this pile here and then this pile on top, just like so. This deck is now mixed. There's absolutely no way that you can know what card has been selected or the position of that card. It's totally random. However, you're now going to attempt to find the selected card. You're just going to ask the spectator to think of their card, just to picture it really clearly. You're going to take the deck and you're just going to deal through some cards like so. And you're going to keep dealing until you think you sense something. So just ask the spectator to keep picturing their card really clearly. And you're just going to keep on dealing until you sense a card. And that card is right here, the Ace of Diamonds. Now the spectator is probably not going to look too impressed at this point because that's not their card, and you can ask them to confirm that's not their card. And of course, well, they'll say no, because this is just a random card. But this random card is now going to lead us to the spectator's selected card. For the first time now, you can ask the spectator to reveal the value of their selected card. Of course, in this instance, it was the 10 of spades. And now for the final random act. You're literally going to spell the word random from this point right here, dealing one card for each letter. R, A, N, D, O, and on M. Right on cue, the spectator's selected card, the 10 of spades, for what is surely the world's most random card discovery. Super random, yet super simple to perform. So stick around, because now I will show you exactly how it works. Okay, so let's take a look at the secret to this effect. And you really do start with a shuffled deck. The spectator can shuffle the cards as much as they like. Now, to show the cards really are mixed, you're going to spread the deck face up on the table, just like so. But secretly, during this, you're going to note the value of the fourth card from the face of the deck. So we can see here, in this instance, it's the Queen of Diamonds. And you're secretly going to note that as your key card. And with that done, you can gather up the deck. You're now going to ask the spectator to make some cuts to the deck. So the first cut, you're going to ask them to cut off about 2/3, just like so. And then about another half from this pack, just here. Now, as you turn away, you're going to ask the spectator to hold out their hands and to lower their hands so that each hand covers a pile of cards. You're then going to ask them to take a look at the card on top of the pile covered by their left hand. Now, because the spectator is sitting opposite me here, their left hand would always either be over this pile here, the original middle section of the deck, or over this pile here, the original top section of the deck. Let's say their left hand is over this pile here. Ask them to take a look at the top card and remember that as their selected card. So we can see here, it's the King of Spades. And then ask them to place that card back on top of the same pile. Now, it doesn't matter which pile the spectator has selected, and you don't need to know. It can either be this pile or this pile, but the following steps are going to be exactly the same. You're now going to take a card from the original top section of the deck and place that on the middle. A card from the original bottom section and place that on the middle. Another card from the original top section and place that on the middle. You're now going to take the original bottom section of the deck and place that on the middle, and then the original top section and place that on top, like so. And once again, that sequence is always exactly the same. You're now ready to take the deck, and you can now just deal through the cards from the top face up to the table until you get to your key card. So remember, in this instance, our key card was the Queen of Diamonds. So you're just going to deal cards face up until you get to the Queen of Diamonds, all in the act of trying to sense a card. And there it is right there, the Queen of Diamonds. All you need to do now is to spell out the word random from the point at which you've stopped dealing one card for each letter. R-A-N-D-O-M. And on the final card here, you will magically reveal the spectator's selected card, the King of Spades. Now, just a note, remember in this example, the spectator chose the pile at the end. If they choose the pile in the middle, then their card won't fall on the M. It will actually be the next card just here. So in this instance, if that's not their selected card, all you need to do is just deal the next card and then reveal that to be their selected card. And I think actually in some ways that's a little stronger. And finally, of course, you can use any 6-letter word of your choosing. So pick a word that fits with your presentation. As we conclude the tutorial, remember the old saying, believing in yourself is the key to success. Each time you perform this or any other trick, you're showcasing not only your skill, but also the power of trust in your abilities. Embrace that belief and know that when you have faith in yourself, you hold the key to unlocking your true potential. Thanks for joining me today. Until next time, keep the magic alive and take care.